The Bold and the Beautiful Monday, January 26 recap. Finn's emergency forces Will and Dylan into an awkward babysitting situation. Monday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered a surprisingly tense setup as an unexpected medical emergency pushed Will Spencer and Dylan into babysitting duty together, a situation that may already be setting the stage for major fallout. What began as a routine day quickly turned complicated thanks to last-minute travel changes, broken promises, and a vow that Dylan may come to regret. The drama kicked off with Steffi Forrester Finnegan facing a sudden change of plans. A last-minute business opportunity meant she had to leave town immediately with Electra Forrester, forcing her to scramble and apologize to Finn for leaving him alone with the kids. Although Steffi clearly felt guilty about the timing, Finn brushed off her concerns and assured her he could handle things while she was away. Finn's calm confidence allowed Steffi to head out without lingering doubts, but that confidence would be tested sooner than expected. At Forrester Creations, Dylan made a point of reassuring Electra that she understood the boundaries going forward. After recent tension, Dylan insisted she knew the rules and would respect them. She even emphasized that there was no reason for her to be at Will's main house anymore since she had everything she needed in the guest room above Will's garage. The two women shared another warm hug, seemingly putting their awkwardness behind them, at least for now. Dylan soon left, leaving Electra alone just moments before Steffi arrived with more unexpected news. Steffi revealed that Ivy Forrester wouldn't be able to make the trip to San Francisco after all. Instead, Steffi herself would be stepping in and traveling with Electra. Although Steffi tried to spin the change positively, Electra appeared unsettled by the sudden switch. Still, Steffi encouraged her not to dwell on what could go wrong and reassured her that the trip would be quick, just overnight. Meanwhile, over at the beach house, Katie Logan Spencer picked up on Will's feelings almost immediately. She suspected that Will wanted Electra to move in with him, or at the very least, spend more nights at his place. Will didn't exactly deny it. While he stopped short of pushing the issue, it was clear he wished Electra felt more comfortable staying over. Later, things took an awkward turn when Dylan watched Will lifting weights outside. Their brief interaction was polite but strained, with Dylan clearly trying to keep her distance. Once Will took a call from Electra, he learned about Steffi replacing Ivy on the trip, news that left him thoughtful and slightly uneasy. After Will ended the call, Dylan reappeared and seemed visibly uncomfortable. Will quickly sensed that something was off. When he pressed her, Dylan admitted she didn't want to upset Electra again. It soon became obvious that Electra had spoken to Dylan about the infamous chicken dinner incident. Will, however, didn't see the issue as a big deal. He reminded Dylan that she practically lived there and that they were friends. From Will's perspective, interacting normally shouldn't be a problem, but Dylan wasn't fully convinced. Then came the moment that changed everything. Dylan suddenly realized she'd missed a text from Finn, just as Will checked his own phone and noticed the same thing. Moments later, Finn rushed in wearing scrubs and looking stressed. He explained that he was in a serious bind. With Steffi already on a plane, Lee Finnegan out of town, and Taylor Hayes attending a conference, Finn had run out of options. Hayes Finnegan had just finished a half-day of school, and Finn had been called in for an urgent hospital emergency. He desperately needed someone to watch his son. Thankfully, Will and Dylan stepped up without hesitation. Hayes was thrilled at the idea of spending time with them, clearly excited by the unexpected change in plans. Finn expressed his gratitude before rushing back to the hospital, leaving the pair alone with Hayes. That's when the tension really set in. Dylan immediately felt uneasy about going inside the beach house. She reminded Will that she had promised Electra she wouldn't cross that line again. The guilt was written all over her face. Will, however, insisted she didn't need to worry. He reassured her that this was different, they were helping Finn, and there was nothing inappropriate about it. Eventually, Dylan gave in. Inside the beach house, Will and Dylan joined Hayes for a craft project, instantly lifting the boys' spirits. Hayes was delighted, laughing, and fully absorbed in the activity. On the surface, everything seemed harmless and sweet, but beneath it all, Dylan knew she had just broken her vow. And that broken promise could come back to haunt her. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Dylan's decision to cross that boundary will lead to bad news ahead. Whether it's Electra finding out, Will being put in the middle, or tensions escalating even further, this babysitting arrangement may be the spark that ignites a much bigger storyline. With secrets, misunderstandings, and emotional lines being crossed, fans won't want to miss what happens next. One thing is clear, this emergency babysitting duty may have just changed everything.